I do not want to get a flat with these 46s.
We're trimming trees, man.
Oh, God.
The idea of it actually getting stuck framed out in mud is a terrifying thought. This truck uses some very rudimentary technology, but it gets the job done.
Come on, GG. All right, so we're dipping down in the front end.
It's a pretty wild feeling. Last time we hit this trail, the TFL mud hole almost drowned our Bronco Everglades.
You got to check out that clip now. It's quite a bit steeper than it looks, Dad.
Oh, you're pretty deep.
Oh! Come on, Bronco. There we go. Now we're mudding. We're back with something a little bigger. What are we looking at here?
We're looking at a Bob Deuce with 46s, Tommy. We came to play.
Dude, this is GG. It's our long-term Boyce-built deuce and a half. We got a lot more mud today than we did last week. So let's see if GG here can get through the TFL mud hole.
I like that.
Oh, this is gonna be a fun day. So you guys have been asking for more of GG here, our M35A3. And Kase, kind of walk the audience through what this truck is, because it's pretty wild.
Yeah, what's cool is that the company Boyce that builds these trucks out, they go through them, they make sure that mechanically they're good. They also do some neat stuff like this top that we've got right here. This is made out of fiberglass, pretty nice piece. We also kitted ours with air conditioning, which is nice, although bouncing around today on the trail, we're gonna have to keep from hitting our heads against this piece. Not a smooth ride on this truck.
So this started out life as an old military truck. So M35 deuce and a half is called a deuce and a half because it's a 2.5-ton truck, right?
Yeah.
A deuce and a half. But originally this truck would not have had 4 wheels.
No, it would have been a 6-wheel truck originally, which is also pretty cool, but we wanted to go to these big 46s and we wanted to drive it around a little bit more easily, some easier turning circle, that kind of thing. So it made sense to go bobbed on this truck for us. That's also a few less tires to air down. And we are aired down a little bit on this truck to have some extra traction, but man, we've got a rear locker, and obviously it's 4-wheel drive. So I know that these are some big mud holes, especially today, because we've gotten so much rain.
Yeah.
But I think we're in pretty good shape. We're trimming trees, man.
Oh, God.
Turn left a little.
Dude. Sorry.
We barely fit through here.
So that's the problem with this truck, and everyone's wondering, why are you taking up more Colorado trails? Because it's massive.
Yeah, it's kind of a big undertaking to get it to any trails, because it's not that great on the highway. But there are some trail systems that are pretty close to us, like Caribou, where we are right now, right up above Boulder. But you gotta pick and choose them wisely, because man, it's not a small vehicle, huh?
Now this truck is not small. What's crazy about it is like the actual footprint, not that much different than like a dually, right?
Sure,
it's not that long. It's actually not that wide when you measure from the wheels.
It's kind of wide.
It's kind of wide. But then when you consider the height's like over 9 feet,
yeah,
that's where the problems start. This is just a tall truck.
But for the mud holes we're going to go through, that's going to be to our benefit, because the water on some of these mud holes coming up is going to be very deep.
We got our first little teaser here.
Oh yeah.
Oh, dude.
It sounds so cool too.
It sounds so good. Supporting today's video is our Ford Bronco Everglades, and I want to show you something pretty neat inside this Ford Bronco Everglade. So there's a company that sent us a set of floor mats, but these aren't just any floor mats. This is a company called 3W, and let me show you how this works, because this is a pretty innovative idea. Now they are, of course, measured and cut to your vehicle, a really high quality, thick rubber here, and what's cool is they even have these aggressive tire tracks in this, and this is great because we've been running this Everglades without floor mats, and it's just a pain in the butt having to vacuum it all the time. Obviously we haven't. So with these floor mats, you just shake them out. But check this out. When you are not off-roading and you want a little bit more comfort inside your vehicle, well, these 3W floor mats have this insert here, a premium cloth insert with your little foot pad. And then check this out, they clip onto these little nubs down there, push it down, snaps into place, and now it's really cleaned up the inside of the Bronco, makes it look more premium, a little bit nicer to put your feet. And then when you're back out on the trail, you take these out, durable, easy. This is kind of the best of both worlds. Check out 3W floor mats. They fit a whole bunch of vehicles and they're very, very cool. Thanks to 3W for sponsoring this video.
Oh my God, are we gonna fit? Ah, jeez. Yeah.
Case, what's the engine in this M35A3?
We've got a Caterpillar 3116. It's a 6.6 liter turbo diesel, and this particular truck is a 4-speed automatic. And at these speeds, this feels great.
So we've done some top speed runs here. We live in Colorado, so we're at altitude. It does like 55, 54. It's kind of right where it tops out. So it's not something you really want to cruise down the interstate all day, but it has enough torque to get where you need to go. The horsepower on this, remember, is like...
Yeah, it's like around 170. So
yeah, it's not a lot, 180.
No, it's not a ton, but it does a surprisingly good job of getting up to speed. And right now, of course, we're in low range. We've got our hubs locked in place, so we are driving the front wheels. And we've got that rear locker at some point if we need it. We haven't kicked it on yet, though.
And if you compare this to like a traditional four-wheel drive truck or SUV that we usually review, there are some similarities, right? So obviously 4 wheels, but then the axle and suspension setup is not all that different than what you'd find on like a really old Jeep.
Sure, yeah, it's leaf springs and it's solid axles. So just recently we did a comparison of this truck and putting it up against a Unimog. And the Unimog is a lot more sophisticated. It's got coil springs, it's got disc brakes, it's got better ride quality. It's also on portal axles. Oh, we picked up some lumber. But this truck uses some very rudimentary technology, but it gets the job done because we've got a lot of rubber. It's a heavy beast, so we got a lot of traction. And that's really all you need. That plus a lot of clearance. It's gonna do great today.
Now these holes we're in right now, this is a challenge for most stock vehicles. So it probably doesn't look like anything on camera because when you have 46-inch tall tires, it takes a hell of a hole to look difficult.
It's the other challenge with this vehicle is finding obstacles that actually look challenging or are challenging for it because it's huge. Most trails are not carved out by or built for Bob Deuces.
But the cool thing about this is it is road legal with a little bit of a catch. So we drive around here in Colorado on Utah plates because we own property in Utah, so we register in Utah, which is cool, which is fine. Some states are a little weird about registering these, right?
For sure.
All right, so first couple holes, we made it through. Next couple, this is gonna get a little more interesting, a little spicier. So if you want to find the best trails in your area, well, you gotta head over to Onyx Off-Road, and this trail is listed on Onyx Off-Road. It's called Rainbow Lakes. I believe it's a 5 out of 10, but it varies a lot based on weather condition. And today is a wet, wet day.
And it's very cool because generally in Colorado, we don't find tons of mud.
Yeah.
So anytime we do, it's fun for us because it's something a little different. And we just watched the Bronco go through this hole. And it's pretty deep.
Oh, dude. But when you have this much tire, these Michelin 46s,
yeah,
it's hard to express just how much ground clearance this thing has.
It's insane. And its ability to crawl is just fantastic. It's got all the gearing, all the low-end torque, and all the rubber and all the traction you need. We haven't taken this yet on anything really, really challenging. We're trying to do more and more with it. But so far, I'm not sure I've actually seen this truck slip a tire.
Oh God, the tree's in the car now.
Yeah, there is no line you can pick where you're not going to end up in some trees.
The good thing about this though is the paint on this truck has kind of a little hidden feature. So the hidden feature, it does, yeah. The hidden feature is because it's just a matte green, you can take a can of matte green spray paint.
It's easy to touch up.
Yeah. So not only is it really thick and durable, but it's really, really, really easy to touch up when it gets scratched or...
Oh, are we gonna make this turn?
Oh man.
Might have been able to, but...
So the difficulty with this is not, oh, it can't go over it. The difficulty is,
can I get through there?
We'll fit through that gap.
Yeah.
Exactly right, dude. Come on, GG.
I'm gonna follow your lead and go up on my windows a little here, because we're catching a lot of branches.
Yeah, for sure. For sharks, as you would say.
Look,
durability test today.
It's already a matted paint. It's not like it's a nice glossy finish.
That's true. All right, we got this kind of V-notch now we got to go through.
It's a little tight through here, not in a way that we can push off to the side like some tree branches. We got rocks and we got tree trunks on either side.
I'm gonna hug the left here. I do not want to get a flat with these 46s.
No. And our spare tire is not a full size. I'm not sure
it's a
we got the room for it.
It's pretty crazy. A 37-inch tire is not a full-size tire, but it's not. You're right.
Yeah, nowhere near.
These tires weigh a couple 100 pounds.
Yep.
So it's a bit of a process to get them up. Now that you just heard is because of the air system in this truck. Oh, it was not comfy.
Stiff suspension. Tommy does have a seat with a air cushion built into it, which is kind of nice. I'm just holding on for dear life.
My air seats.
Back in, slid over a little. It's quite the multitask that you're doing there, dodging a tree and driving the world's biggest truck at the same time.
So this truck is actually really easy to drive, and the crazy thing is, European mind could never comprehend, you can drive this truck on a normal standard driver's license.
Yeah, nothing special. You can finish your driver's license test, they'll hand you your ID, go out and get in a deuce. In fact, we've talked about how great of a beginner car this would be.
Very safe.
Safe? Because who's going to hit you and do any damage?
It only does 55, it's not that fast.
Exactly. Hard to get into trouble. It's practical. Look at all the space in the back of it.
Yeah, dude. 4-wheel drive for the winter.
Yeah, you won't get stuck and stranded.
So this is the hardest part of the trail. This is the TFL mud hole. Whoa. And here's the thing about the mud hole. There is now a bypass. Great news. Problem is, this truck literally wouldn't fit through the bypass. So this truck's got low range. We're in low range. It's got 4-wheel drive. We're in 4-wheel drive. Front hubs are locked. It also has an air locker. So Boyce, by the way, this is not sponsored by Boyce. It's just an interesting company.
Yeah.
They offer front or rear lockers or nothing. We option it with the rear locker, air. So lock up the rear end, I think, would be a good idea.
Might as well. Getting stuck in this truck would be not great.
And that's what I'm worried about. I don't think that this truck has any issue with 98% of trails anywhere.
But the idea of it actually getting stuck framed out in mud is a terrifying thought.
That's a horrible thought. I think we're so wide we might not even be able to ride the tire tracks here.
Yeah.
Come on, GG. All right, so we're dipping down in the front end.
It's a pretty wild feeling. Wow, look at the bow wake. Wow.
So we're gonna creep on in here.
Look at the focus on Tommy's face.
And then, how's your back?
My back is good right now.
We might need some throttle to clear this bit. Oh God.
Do what you gotta do, man.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Come on, GG. Oh, come on.
Yeah. Woo! Oh man.
Woo! Oh shit!
Wow. That was exciting.
Ouch.
Was that more acceleration than you were planning on?
Well, I felt it start to bog down a little, so I just held my foot to the ground.
And it reacted.
We're through at least.
Yeah, we got through one piece. No problem.
Oh my God. Oh, that was awesome. That was a ton of fun.
Now
That's
mud in
fantastic.
Colorado style, huh?
That is
Yeah.
mud in Colorado style.
And now we spend the next 2 hours cleaning trucks.
Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of truck to clean.
There's physically a lot to clean.
How was it? Was it cool?
Yeah,
it was
super
awesome.
cool. Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Yeah! Woo! Oh man!
Oh, shit.
It's a bummer because usually when we're on the trail, it's nice to be windows down and experience a little bit of the outside, but you're constantly just dodging tree branches.
You're getting
There's
whacked
no way
by
around
branches.
it.
Look, it's
Yeah.
a military truck. It's
Yeah.
going to get scratched, you know, it's going to get some pinstriping. That's what it's for. That's
And the
what
goal
we
is not comfort.
want.
No.
The goal is fun.
Yeah,
But
and it was that.
I think there, if you could see how much that massive truck sunk into that hole, that shows you how extreme the TFL mud hole is, right?
Yeah, it's deep.
We were in there pretty good.
Because look at the size of the thing.
Well, should we finish by me taking the old Bronco through this little muddy?
Yeah, let's see
Sure,
it.
yeah, let's scoot the GG forward. Okay, so a truck like this, fully outfitted from Boyce, depending on auctions, $45,000 to $50,000.
And it's literally a lot of truck for the money. I know Andre had some fun putting this up against the Unimog, but I feel like our truck is finally broken in now.
Yeah, we actually got some real off-roading done in GG today. We had some real mud challenges, and we had one casualty, the mud flat bracket's a little tweaked.
Yeah, but it's just flat steel. I think we'll have an easy time getting that back in place.
I'll have the Mr. Muscleman over here bang it in. But guys, let us know what you think of our Deuce and a Half GG. And this has been another episode of TFL Mudhole.
More to come.